Hello, everyone. I'm just trying to keep summer in the center of everything, the focus of everything, and I just want to ask everyone to please be careful about what you put out there on social media and what's going around. Uh, TBI has put out an update saying that they are definitely still looking for that red Toyota truck, red or maroon, and that witnesses who were not the Wells family stated that they saw that vehicle parked at the bottom of the Wells driveway, possibly on the day that Summer went missing. And they really want to find this truck and get a hold of the driver and find out what they saw when they were in the area. And that the photo that's been circulating on social media saying this is what the truck looks like or something, that was not put out by law enforcement. That is not the truck that they're looking for, and so they're just saying it is a 1998 to 2000 maroon or red Toyota Tacoma, and it has a full bed ladder rack and has white buckets in the truck bed, or at least it did on that day. And they really want this to be found, and I don't know who started it, but I remember seeing it on the internet that people were saying that the person that owned the truck had been contacted and had been ruled out and stuff. But TBI has come forward and said that is not the case, and they are definitely still looking for that truck. They also have reported that there are individuals that are asking for donations, saying that they're assisting law enforcement in the search for Summer, and the agents and the detectives have not requested any assistance from any private citizens. So, don't fall for that either. Summer is missing. We don't know where she is. We don't know what happened. And we need to stop projecting ourselves into it and our own feelings and go with the facts. And the facts are that even law enforcement doesn't know at this point what it is that has occurred. Looking at all the different interviews that have gone on, we know that Summer was alive around 2:30 in the afternoon when the 15-year-old boy was dropped off at his house, because even though they state that they do not like Candace, the adult women at that home said that they believe the boy, that he and Summer had been looking at TikTok videos and stuff. So we know Summer was okay for sure at that point. And I'm thinking that if the children in that home had said anything other than they saw Summer and went downstairs to play, I think if they had said anything other than that, when they were away from their parents, they had been taken away for questioning in a safe location away from their parents. And I'm pretty sure the boys would have been separate from each other also, and probably there was a child psychologist in the room. Anyway, I am pretty sure that they wouldn't have only just recently been removed from the home if anything didn't add up regarding Summer. I do know that other than the incident in October, he hasn't had any problems with the law in close to 20 years. And also, he's been charged with theft and fighting and drugs and stuff, but not anything to do with assaulting of females or minors. I saw stuff about Candace's past, so I went and looked it up myself, and she did have a domestic filed against her around the time that she got divorced. She was married to someone who was 23 years older than her. She had her first child when she was 19 and her second when she was 21. And when the divorce happened, This guy did not get custody of the kids either, and since Candace got into a domestic with him, child services took over, and those kids were adopted out way back when Candace was 21 years old. And then she and Don have, their oldest child is 13, so rumors about Candace and her missing sister Rose don't really pan out either, because at the time that Rose went missing, Candace was not in Wisconsin. She was either in Arkansas or Tennessee with Don, and had either just given birth to their first child or was still carrying him. So all these things are distracting. They're keeping all of us from focusing on Summer and focusing on what could have happened in that timeline. There's a few possibilities that don't involve the family, and those would be like Summer could have wandered off and got picked up by somebody. She could have wandered off and been lured away by somebody. She could have wandered off, gotten hurt by somebody, and they covered up and took her away. There's a lot of things besides the family, and my issue with all the suspicion on the family is that they have been opening themselves up to all of this, as they've been asking for Summer to be returned to them, and they have allowed us into their home. They've allowed us into their lives, allowed people to speculate, etc. People have been raking them over the coals, but they just want Summer's story out there. And I have a hard time believing that they would bring all this on themselves if they were indeed the ones responsible. But I know it's also a possibility, so I keep that an open mind on that as well. A lot of people were also saying that when Don Wells said that he would just let God take care of it over, whoever did this to Summer, and people were saying, oh gosh, it must be him because he didn't say he wanted them to go to prison or anything. And I had a whole different take on what he was saying, and I could be wrong, but I felt that part of it is that he's trying very hard to keep his faith and allow God to take care of it, but also it's entirely possible that he was trying hard not to get himself in trouble by saying that he, what he would do to this person. Because if he were to say what he would do to this person, and then he actually found this person and actually did something, that would be premeditated. So maybe he was just being careful too. There's a lot of different ways to see a lot of what's going on in this, and here I am going off on a tangent too. Let's just keep Summer out there and make this about Summer, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Another Day in the Car with Jules.